GAs are back. Sandbox is gone. Let's talk about it. Yo, what's up, guys? Why not be reckless, aka why not be casting out one of the HCS commentators, analysts, and content creators, and we have another HCS report where today we're going to be talking about the new GAs that literally just got officially announced yesterday. APG airing it out real quick, letting them know what the professional players are going to be following as far as GAs. In case you don't know what a GA is, a GA is a gentleman's agreement, an agreement that the professionals have made not to use certain weapons, or even sometimes in certain cases, mechanics within the game. There are weapons that are available on the map, but the pros will not pick up or have agreed not to pick up during their matches. You cannot get disqualified for breaking a GA. A gentleman's agreement is between the professional players and outside the scope of, 343 and HCS and whatnot. So if somebody breaks the agreement in the middle of a match, it creates crazy controversy, but lots of times there's consequences to that where you'll get blackballed from scrims and different things of that sort and just be seen as an overall bad sport, I guess, would be the best way to look at it. So without further ado, let's get into it. Further ado?
Okay, so there are new GAs, guys. New GAs. Like I said, so there's been an update, a development. Okay, you guys heard it. Let me do it again. Okay, there has been a development. Well, I did it too fast. There has been a development, okay? Okay, the new GAs are no shotties, which includes the heat wave. So no bulldog or heat wave, and no assault rifle. Okay, not assault rifles or not automatic rifles. That would include the commando. Commando is still good, but no ARs. Okay, no ARs. Similar to these, or not similar, but AR is the secondary weapon that was in Halo 5 in the beginning. Okay, so there's no ARs. Okay.
So no assault rifles, no shotguns, no heat waves, and in addition to that, Bound also mentioned that the disruptor is gone too. Lots of times when it comes to GAs, it's usually supposed to be meant for the pros, but it'll trickle down into some of the high-ranking Onyx lobbies, and sometimes even lower than that, what we saw back in Season 1 with the whole Mangler situation. If you guys remember, GA the Mangler and drop weapon, almost everybody was asked to do it, and honestly, if you didn't do it in matchmaking, either your teammates or the enemies or Twitch chat would come at you as well. I remember it clearly, and it was pretty crazy. I don't know if it's going to be that extreme this time around. I could definitely see it being GA'd at the pro level, but maybe the top Onyx 1800 or 2K and above, but I don't imagine seeing diamond lobbies or platinum lobbies or even low Onyx lobbies, not picking up the heat wave, not picking up the bulldog, not picking up the assault rifle or the disruptor. I could definitely see those being used at most ranked levels, maybe not at the top tier. And there's two sides to every story, to every coin, you have one side where it's when professional players are helping dictate the rules, it usually trickles down to having the best competitive experience, and usually that ends up being best for the viewer as well, as far as closer games or the best teams winning more, and it just creates a better experience for them. And I'm always kind of on the side where I lean okay, well, the pros think that this is best, I'll usually lean towards that, but I feel like there's also a huge negative when it comes to GAs as well. For example, I talked about this earlier in the stream, but you're being robbed of part of an experience or a storyline. I feel with weapons like the shotgun and assault rifle and even disruptor, they have so much personality to them, and you're being robbed from that as a viewer a bit. If I was a color commentator and someone picks up the assault rifle, and I can imagine a run being something like this, and the assault rifle picked up, and even though he's from the mid range, ends up being at a disadvantageous position, but curve slides to get closer to the enemy and gets a trade he has no business getting. Different things like that, where a weapon has its place and is either used for that. is something that a commentator can talk about in a storyline that can get created, especially with the bandit being nerfed. Weapons really have more personality on the map and have more space to be their own. Like now an assault rifle really is even more powerful up close. Now the BR is truly crazy right now. The BR is amazing. You should be picking it up in every single one of your ranked matches compared to the Bandit Evo, because whether it's mid-range or close range, whatever it is, it's so good. But that's something that us as commentators want to talk about and share that experience with the viewers. And with taking them out, it's, you know, it's gonna rob of some of that experience. It really is. So, you know, maybe the game's more competitive. Like I'm thinking, like, you know, from pulling myself like out of the situation, pull myself out of Halo as a player. I'm just thinking like, well, should an automatic shotgun that's decent range be in a competitive game that's based around precision shooting? An automatic shotgun, maybe not. You know, should an assault rifle, an automatic weapon in general, again, precision shooting, probably not. The disruptor can literally kill you after you die. Probably not the most competitive weapon, but it's fun. So I feel like I said, I've always leaned to the side of like, yeah, whatever the pros think is best, I'll kind of lean more towards that. But I'm also like, damn, that's a lot of personality that's being pulled away from the sandbox that now we're not gonna be able to enjoy and watch or even me commentate. So I'm kind of torn a bit between the two. And let me know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments down below. How do you guys feel about the GAs being back and it being for a shotgun, the Bulldog, the Heat Wave, the assault rifle, and even the disruptor? Do you agree with some of it and not any of it? Do you hate all of it? Do you love all of it? How do you feel about these new GAs coming in? Let me know in the comments down below. Meanwhile, we'll take a look at some of the pros and some of the notable players that how they feel about, like, number one, obviously APG seems like he's on the side of it. Bound, definitely on the side of it. We are finally playing competitive Halo Infinite now. Shame it took so long. Also, Disruptor is gone to enjoy. Snipe Down doesn't even compete in this game. Probably plays it once every like 4 or 5 months at this point. Says he's joking, right? We used the scatter shot all of H5 and had no issues. Kind of a good point there, to be honest, but the scatter shot was crazy. Not only a shotgun, but you were able to bounce the bullets off of walls. And there was some really creative stuff you could do with the scatter shot. Not gonna lie, kind of a good point there. Dark Matter from Silent Esports asked, did all the pros come to a consensus in Discord or something? Because I don't know. Doesn't seem as black and white as the Mangler or Drop Weapon GA. Whoever has Red Gun on streets will be unstoppable. LOL. It's a good point. There's literally the Stalker rifle spawns on streets closer to the subway side of the map that usually was kind of counteracted by you having an easier route from the tower side to make it towards the Bulldog. Now the Stalker in that subway side kind of seems like more of an overpowered spawn because you have access to the Stalker rifle. When you put that in the hands of any professional player, you know they're going to do work with it. Really good point brought up by Dark Matter. Mailman, another top amateur player, saying, sorry, but if they're on the map, I'm using them, says Mailman. So if Mailman happens to make it out of open bracket into pool play, be interesting what that would look like if Mailman refuses to respect the GAs. Complexity Coach Ashes, I will always be on the opinion that GAs are stupid. I wonder if his players feel the same way, and if we'll see Complexity, maybe one of the first pro teams to break the GA. Kind of a far stretch from there, but Ashes, coach of Complexity, not a fan of Gentleman Agreement. Despiteful, another top amateur player, saying, now we're playing a game for grown men. Finally, Despiteful, obviously very happy with the Gentleman's Agreement. But again, I care more about what you guys feel. Because like I said, I'm a little bit torn on both. I'm kind of pulled over towards both sides of the fence here. And I want to know how you guys feel. So like I said, leave those comments down below. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. You already know. And let me know how you guys feel about the GAs. Season 1, we saw the Mangler and Drop Weapon GA'd, and it created a lot of controversy. Now the GA's back, and it's bigger than ever. Let me know, guys. Peace.